Hey guys, I'm Amadeo78 for Broken Continuity, and this is Pick It Up, where I review a trade that I enjoy. Today, I'm talking about Ghost Rider Danny Ketch Classic, Volume 1. Originally published in 1990, it was written by Howard Mackey, with art by Javier Saltares and Mark Teixeira. This is the story of Danny Ketch, one of the most unique and possibly one of the more hesitant Ghost Riders in history. Our story starts with the hesitant Danny Ketch walking his sister Barbara through Cypress Hills Cemetery. And Danny is kind of a punk. He's one of those, oh, we really shouldn't be doing this type of guy. When a local gang tries to scare him and take some of their stuff, Barbara is the one who stands up and Danny just wants to get out of there. Unfortunately, they all stumble upon a deal gone wrong between two different groups. When Death Watch kills one of the opposing thugs, they notice Barb, and she suffers for it. While trying to get away, Danny notices a motorcycle with a glowing gas cap. His hands are covered in his sister's blood when he touches it, and something unexpected happens. He reappears as Ghost Rider, carrying his sister's body, and he also stops to save the gang that harassed him earlier. This is one of the first differences. Ghost Rider always went after people, but he rarely would carry someone to safety. After dealing with his assailants, Ghost Rider actually tries to give Barbara to the police so that she can get help. Naturally, they try to stop him, and that doesn't work out. All of this basically sets up the story for the majority of this trade. Death Watch learns about Ghost Rider and realizes that the little gang has the materials that they were fighting over. The other group of men actually work for the Kingpin, and he's not very happy that his property is missing. Meanwhile, all the cops are thinking about is trying to stop Ghost Rider. Stuck in the middle are the kids from the cemetery, Danny Ketch, and his mortally wounded sister. Now there are stories in this collection where he comes across people like Mr. Hyde and Scarecrow. He meets the Morlocks and X Factor, and he actually has a team up with the Punisher, which starts with a fight, and then they come together to deal with Flag Smasher. The personal story kicks up a notch when Death Watch hires Blackout, who is basically sadistic. His powers drains the light from any area, and he thinks he's a vampire, so he had fangs installed. Blackout is supposed to bring the canisters to Death Watch. However, he just leaves a path of murder wherever he goes, which just drives the Ghost Rider even harder after him. Ghost Rider keeps trying to help people, but he's also just very driven to get Blackout, and this becomes important later on. In one of their encounters, Blackout decides to bite Ghost Rider and has his face horribly disfigured, so now it's become quite personal for him. He finds out who Ghost Rider is, and so he ends up murdering Barbara in her hospital bed. Ghost Rider's also going to do some personal things, I guess you'd say. He's starting to question his drive for vengeance, who he is and where he comes from. Like, he'll literally say, I am vengeance, and then think to himself, like, where does that come from? Like, why am I driven? Danny also starts to talk to Ghost Rider through his dreams, until they finally decide to unite and come together. There is a wash, rinse, repeat of Death Watch and Kingpin's men going against each other, the gang from the cemetery being caught in the middle, and all the while, Blackout is just killing people to get at Danny personally and to drive Ghost Rider crazy. Along the way, we get a panels of someone who's watching the Ghost Rider looking like they're gonna go after him. And at the end of the book, we find out that it's the original Ghost Rider, Johnny Blade. And for me, that was just one of the greatest setups ever. Anyway, I'm Amadeo78 for Broken Continuity. Thanks for